Hi lovelies, a day 4 Vlogmas 6 days of Christmas coming right up. This is day 4 of my Christmas Vlogmas, and I'm of course doing my makeup inventory, and we have powders, blushes, and highlighters coming up. Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. This is Neo of AhhhSoNeo. Them guns are still there, baby. Sorry, I couldn't resist since I'm wearing a tank top. But I am doing day 4 of my Vlogmas, my 6 days of Christmas, and we are focusing on bronzers, blushes, and highlights. I actually have a lot more than I thought I did, so I'm gonna not ramble and just get straight to it. Otherwise, it's gonna be a super long video. I will jump in and say, if you've been here before, hi, thank you so much for coming back. You're the real MVP. If it's your first time here, well, hello, welcome. Thanks for checking me out. Definitely hit the subscribe button, and everybody needs to hit the notification bell. And then let's jump right to it, shall we? Okay, day 3 Vlogmas. We're on to powders, no, bronzers, highlighters, and blush. Who doesn't love a good blush? I had no idea I had this much blush. I honestly had no clue. So let's just get into it. I guess this is blush, Guerlain Terracotta Sun Celebration. That's a bit hard to open. I like this. I like that it has a pink blush and it has orange coral blush, so both of them work very well for me. And then the brown is supposed to be bronzer, so I kind of just swirl all three together colors sometimes, or I specifically use the pink or the coral. So love that one. Gets lots of regular use. And I have my MAC the Simpsons blush here, and I'm actually a huge Simpsons fan, and so this is one of the very few pieces in my collection that is for collecting purposes and nothing else. I have swatched it a couple of times, but really this was back when I was in the MAC world. I have a couple of these Milani Rose powder blushes. This one is Floral Passion. This one is Coral Cove. This one got a lot more use than the other one since I felt it was a bit more pigmented. These are very old. Next is Bobbi Brown. And this is Cranberry. It's one of my favorite blushes. I've used it over and over. I have never panned it. It's actually one of my really oldest blushes. Yeah, I like it. I still occasionally use it, so it stays. I just disinfect it here and there. And then we have a Milani, a classic one. This is Coralina. Love this. Gets a lot of use from me. Usually it's like my summertime blush because it does have its shimmer to it. I don't wear this with a separate highlighter. I find it very pigmented. Had that one for a while too, so that one might be going soon. NYX blush, Rose Garden, another favorite. I used to wear this quite a lot. I like that it had a little bit of shimmer in it, but nothing too overwhelming. But honestly, I haven't reached for this in years. So another one, a Mosaic powder, Love Amour. I don't even know if they still make these. That's how old some of these are. This got a lot of use. I think I do prefer coral orange toned blushes over pinks, and definitely over berries. I hardly ever use berry blushes, even in the winter. That one might be on its way out. Of course, OG, all-time favorite, which is Nars Liberty. Love this. Again, orange coral toned blush. This is my most used blush. Has a little dip in it. Love this. This and the Coralina are like my OG blushes. Also in the blush world is MAC. This is MAC Raisin. This is another one of those like black girl blushes. Like if you're a black girl in America, you probably have this in your collection, or probably your mother has this, but it's one of those where, you know, we live and die by them. So have that, love it, not going anywhere. And then I have another Milani blush. This one is Bella Rosa. Another OG, don't use it as much, but another OG I would not be getting rid of. What is this? Becca. Is this a blush? Ooh, Snapdragon. Luminous blush. Another coral orangey toned shimmery blush. What can I say? It's my thing. I love them. I love those color tones. So
put some of these back in here. And let's see. That should be good. That should be good. And declutter a little bit. That one needs to go, but not really.
And then more. Some newer blushes in here, which is why a lot of them are still in their boxes. Not this one. This one is one of the few berry tone ones I have. It's Inglot. It is, I don't see a color. But yep, that's in here. It's a twist off lid, which is a little irritating, but a little bit of shimmer. Like it. Staying. I have this cute little Nars over here. And it is Nars Orgasm, of course. I just love the little container. Gets a little bit of use here and there. I think this is the most recent blush I purchased. Is the red Vino by Milani. I thought I was buying one of the newer Milani blushes that just came out, which look amazing. And when I bought this, I wasn't sure what the name of the color was, and I was at CVS, and this was underneath a sign that said new. I didn't think it was new, but I was like, well, maybe that's it. It's not, but it's okay. Also, Ambient Lightning Blush by Hourglass, and this is, let's see, Diffused Heat. I like Hourglass products. Although the recent controversy with them and reformulating blah 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 things and not deepening color ranges is a bit irritating, but I do like this. I purposely bought a small one because, let's be honest, I never panned a blush, will never pan a blush. This is Cover FX. I've been wanting one of these for so long. It is the Spiced Cinnamon. I was able to pick it up during a sale for, I think it was half off. Really excited. Happy to add to my collection. However, where I went wrong is the white packaging. I hate any makeup in white packaging because, hello, I'm a brown skin girl, so white packaging for me and my brown foundation hands, it just doesn't work. Let's see. So, Juvia's Place, of course, the Sahara blush palette, and this is what this looks like. And my daughter made a funny comment when she saw this. She said, "Mommy, did you buy that because your name is in there?" This is my legal name. Now, in my language, it means a gift. I like to say a gift from God, but well. And that is my language, Setswana. So yeah, so she noticed that, and I was like, "Mommy, did you just buy that because it has your name in it?" Which I thought was hilarious. Okay, so I have a couple more. Hold on. I have a whole other drawer that has my Chanel blushes. I mean, Chanel makeup as a whole. And so I pulled that out from a separate place. So let's see what we have here. This is another one of my collector blushes, as I call it. It is Blush Horizon de Chanel. Let me tell you, when this came out, probably forever ago, it was a huge hit. And I got one, and it's barely used now. It's just started the Chanel makeup craze for me. Actually, my most used blush. And this is the Jouer Contrast Alizine number 260. It's no longer available, but it is stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. It's such a great everyday color. It's just the perfect balance of shimmer and peachiness and quietness, and you can see that dip in there from how often I've used it. It's, oh my gosh, I cannot say enough about this powder, and I'm actually wearing it today. I think it's gorgeous. Now this box here actually lives in my, sorry about that, but that box there lives in the drawers underneath what you guys are looking at now. But it's hard to get out, so I'm just gonna look at everything from on top. Let's do, goodness gracious, let's do bronzers first, since there's not that many of them. I have the OG, oops, all right, let's make this work. I have the OG and original terracotta Girl On bronzer in Ebony 8, and this is, for me, the be all and end all of bronzers. It's perfect tone for me. I love it. It gives me enough warmth and color. I can use it a little bit to contour, although it does have some shimmer in it, so I don't do that a lot. But if I'm wearing any foundation that makes me look flat, or I just want to add a little bit of contour to my cheekbones or warm up my face in any way, this is my OG bronzer. And I've been tempted by a lot of the newer bronzers on the market, but I just come right back to that one and go, I'm good. Next is my Covergirl Queen bronzer, and this is Q120. I bought this years ago when I was looking for a dupe for the for this one, because we all know this one was discontinued, and I felt like I need a backup because I couldn't find any, so I bought Covergirl Queen. And there you go, if you're wondering what they look like. Very, very similar. I will say this, Covergirl, I mean, Girl On, way more finely milled. I mean, this is great. I get a lot of use out of it. You can see it's got a little dip in it, not big. But this has just a little bit more shimmer, and it's a little, like I feel like you can feel, even when you run your finger over the top, you feel the bumps. You can feel the shimmer in it. So it gets a little less use just because it's not as finely milled. I definitely think it's worth the price point. I don't regret buying it, but it's just, it's not the same. Let's see. Butter bronzer. Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and this is, which one is this one? Endless Summer. Honestly, I bought this just because they finally came out with a deeper color, and I fell for it. I was like, oh my gosh, they're being inclusive now. I bought this and the other one lighter than this, but I think I ended up giving it to my niece. I do love it. Don't get me wrong. I like it. I like the color. I like the fact that it is not shimmery. It's a matte bronzer, and I will use this to contour a little bit. Again, I'm not big into contouring, so it actually works pretty well for me. So I do reach for that on occasion. I'm now going to do my bronzer highlighters, and these are really, next is Hourglass. These are really, for me, more of my warming up my face, not for contouring at all, just for warming up my face and giving me a light, giving me a suntan look. That's what I'm looking for. So this is the darkest one of the Hourglass ones. Could they go deeper? Definitely. Definitely. But because it has that shimmer vein that runs for it, I don't think anyone ever looks at this bronzer and thinks they should use it for contouring, because no. But really, when you want to look sun-kissed and tan and just that light airy look, I think that this works perfectly, and I love it. Okay, so that was my bronzes, and now let's do highlight. All right, great. There might be some decluttering in this pile because, yeah, there's a smudge podge of everything. First, all-time favorite, one of my all-time favorites, Soleil Tan de Chanel, Sun-Kissed. I want to get the new Chanel bronzers that have Chanel highlighters, liquid highlighters, but honestly, I love this so much, and I don't actually use a lot of highlights, so I've been okay for now. I don't need a new one. For now, we'll see. Black owned brand. This is Danessa Myricks, and this is the Illuminating Veil. I like this, and it's really good. I had a hard time with the pump in the beginning, but now that I've figured that out, it's great. Get a lot of use out of this. It's a very, very gold highlighter, but it's great. Tom Ford, of course. Which one is this one? Skin Illuminating Power Duo, and this is Moodlight. I was lucky. I was able to pick this up at the Estee Lauder outlets stores, so I got this for about 50%. I love this shade here. That gets a lot of use. I like those champagne-y colored highlights. You'll see definitely as I'm going through my highlighter that I love champagne colored highlighters. White highlighters like this, I find them just a little too stark for me, so that one is never used. Ever. Okay. Oh, I should have focused on my favorites. Chanel in the red. I gotta admit, I bought this for the compact. This is Le Signe du Lion. Le Signe du Lion. So my French is terrible. So yeah, we'll bear with that. So I bought this for the packaging. I bought this for the line insignia, and I love it. It is paler than I like, but it's a champagne pale highlighter, so I get a lot of use out of this one. Absolutely adore it. I'm really, really glad I picked this up. It's really subtle, and you know, I'm a woman of a certain age, and I cannot have full-on facial bomb glitter on my face, so it's perfect. It's nice and subtle. Collector's item, Mariah Carey MAC highlighter. Back in the day when, you know, we were all chasing MAC, I had to have this one. So it is gorgeous. I think I've swatched it a couple of times. Nope. Gosh, no, maybe not. What is there to say? Yeah, nothing. That one is just perfection by itself. There's nothing to say. Let's see. This Estee Lauder Shimmering Sands. Oh boy, when I used to wear highlighter like 6-7 years ago, this was my jam. You can see I hit pan and kept going on this highlighter. I will say without a doubt that 90% of highlighters I buy since this, I compare to this. I look at this and go, whoa, is this gonna be like Shimmering Sand? Shaft of Gold. Golds aren't my favorite, but actually I have a lot of gold highlighters for not being a fan of gold highlighters, but oh well. Master Chrome, Maybelline. I like this one. Another gold one. Big fingerprint in there because I've barely touched it. I had about 3 of these, and I sent a couple of them to some friends because I realized I was not using them. Becca. Oh, what was this one? Shimmering Skin Perfector. Oh, Blushed Copper. And this got a lot of use. This still gets a lot of use. I love it. I think it's a really, really great blush. So definitely in the rotation, gets used a lot. Estee Lauder again. I love Estee Lauder packaging. This is a Bronze Goddess. This is Heat Wave. I remember we all thought Heat Wave was like a dupe for Shimmering Sands. There was one Heat Wave that was a dupe for Shimmering Sands, but another gold highlight. Why do I have gold highlighters? I prefer the champagne ones. This one gets some use though. I will take that with me on vacay, and I want to look lit. So yeah. Another one. This is what is this? Oh, it just bloody fell out. it literally just bloody fell out. Ugh. Covergirl, Hyperglow, Rose Quartz. Why don't I use this? I've never opened it, but I'm looking at it now like I could use that. It came in a Influencer box for Covergirl products, so that's where that came from. And then this one is Mega Glow by Wet n Wild. Honestly, I think this was a YouTube made me buy it video. I kind of like it, but again, that one, it got some use. And then I think my daughter might have had play with that one. A couple of liquid ones, liquid highlighters. And then one that I purchased and, oh, nope, wait, before I do that one. This one, I think came in an Ipsy. I don't know where this came from, but probably Ipsy. I'll let my daughter play with this one. Of course, the new one, which is Pat McGrath. Love the packaging. Love, love, love the packaging. I want to keep it for that alone, but honestly, have not touched it, have not used it. Beautiful. Reminds me of the Shimmering Sands. Maybe not as pinky, but absolutely gorgeous. And wait, there's more. Oh my gosh, I'm thinking of all the videos I've made over the years where I'm like, I don't use highlighters. I'm not really into highlighters. And I have so many. I mean, I know in YouTube world it's not a lot, but in real world, which is really where my life exists, it's a lot. So, ABH, this was a YouTube made me buy it. I really wanted Moonstone, but I think I've gotten more use out of Tourmaline, and the bronzed one, I never touched that one, although my daughter plays with it. But yeah, I haven't touched this one in a while either, literally, because I like some of my other ones better. And an example of one that I like better is Danessa Myrex. She got me with this. And then I, you know, was like, oh, what else do you have? So I picked up this one, and I love the colors. And I feel like I could also use some of these as eyeshadows, which is right up my alley. The honey glazed is way too gold for me. And the others, I actually like to add them, like bronze, cinnamon sugar, and cappuccino. I just like to put them like on my shoulders and on my physical body for a little shimmer without it being stark. Like I want to glow, but I want to subtly glow from within. So yeah, this is the Lightwork palette by Danessa Myrex. So yeah, that's that. That is my whole entire highlighters that I can think of. I'm pretty sure that's it. Blushes and bronzers. So great. That's it. It's a wrap. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Tomorrow will be either lipsticks or eyeshadows. I'm not sure which. Do you like my art there? I made that. I'm so proud of it. Either way. Sorry, I got distracted because I looked at it. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Remember how I always end my videos, guys. Choose happiness. It's a choice you get to make every day. I hope you're making the right choice. Love you guys. Bye.